the first move?
Openings.
The first move for white would have about, let's talk about 30, 38, almost 40.
Almost
and then
40.
if you combine with black,
Yes.
it goes into the hundreds. It goes into just
Variations as too many.
thousands.
Lots of variations.
When you combine now the two sides, it goes into thousands within just 2 moves. Yes.
So, John,
Yes.
with your people, getting to play against the Grandmaster,
Yes.
what type of inspiration do they get?
The inspiration is that with actual organized, structured training, you can actually reach that level, and it really inspired, especially the juniors, the school children. They really got motivated on seeing that. In fact, we expect in the next 10 years from these big school programs that we are having, we should get a Grandmaster from that
We should be
program.
getting a Grandmaster from that program.
Next 5 to 10 years.
5 to 10 years. Now,
Yes.
also this year, we had Kenyans attend Olympiad.
The World Chess Olympiad, the 43rd World Chess Olympiad.
And
yes.
we had 2 girls.
We had 2 ladies who attained titles. One got a woman FIDE Master title. Her name is Sasha Mongeli. She plays for the Technical University in the National League. Then the other one was Lucy Wanjiru, who plays for the team that was runner-up Deadly Bishops. Yes, she got a candidate master title.
She's also a student at the University of
And
Nairobi.
also a student at the University of Nairobi.
So how do you feel when you see, Kenyan players, representing Kenya at the World Championships and getting such titles?
Well, it's very inspiring for us. It shows that the hard work has also paid, and also it inspires the people who are behind them, who will play in the next league. Who aspire.
Yes.
Yes, so that's very encouraging, actually.
Yes. Terence, on your when such happens, the feeling that is there, is it that now we should develop more youngsters that can now even actually beat the Grandmasters that we have in the country?
Yeah, definitely. As a federation, we actually sit and notice. Like Sasha has been more slow. Even Lucy, they're up. Encourage them. The league has made these students have a lot of exposure. And then we actually made so many rated tournaments to come about. So for this year, we've had so many rated tournaments, and these kids have actually known now to play against veterans, you actually have to be focused. The other time they're playing for fun. Now when you reach a certain level, now you change to play seriously. And then like for the women's national, and men was, for the ladies was Ndiwo, and for the men was Steve Ouma. Ndiwo actually brushed them off because when you start believing in yourself, you can actually do a lot on chessboard.
So now into what Terence, we can run us just a bit. You can run us through how.
Now this pawns, each side has got 8 pawns. Each side has got 8 pawns. 2 castles, 2 castles, 2 rooks. 2 knights, 2 knights each side, 2 bishops, 1 queen each, and 1 king. The king, you can always tell it with the cross. The aim is to capture.
That's the
aim is to capture the king.
Yes.
So just quickly, the pawns move either 1 step or 2 steps at the beginning.
Yes.
But after that, 1 step at a time. So at the beginning, 1 or 2 steps, like that, the pawns. And then these other pieces, the knight is the only piece which can jump.
The knight is the
only piece can jump.
Yes.
Over the rest. Roll it up. And the pieces, for the come out, a pawn must move. Like if this pawn moves, this bishop can come out. Diagonal. There are 2 bishops, one in dark squares, another one in light squares.
Yes.
So this one will be dark throughout. So for all these other pieces to move, a pawn must first of all make a movement. Then maybe even the queen can come out.
Yes.
Yes. The queen is the most powerful piece on the chessboard. It moves on the file. These lines across are called files. Ranks. These are rank. Then these ones with letters are called files, and then these are diagonals. So the queen is the most powerful piece on the board. It can move on the diagonal, move on the rank, it can move on the file. The rook only moves on either the rank or the file.
Yes.
the rank or the file. And then, as I told you, the bishop moves in diagonals. Again, the knight is, of course, the most tricky one. It moves in an L shape. Like, for example, if this is here,
yes,
it can land over here. Count 1, 2, left, right. Like this one here, 1, 2, left, right. Yes. Basically, so that's how the pieces just move.
Yes.
Of course, it needs like about half an hour to get it all. But the aim of the game is to capture the king.
Capture the king.
Once the king is captured, if it is trapped,
yes,
I can give you an example. Like if this king is, for example, this one here,
yes,
and there's a piece here, another king here. We say check, and this king is now trapped.
Yes.
It's a checkmate. There's nowhere it can run, so we say black has won. Black has won with checkmate. So the aim of the game is to capture the king. Sometimes in chess you can pick a lot of material, but it does not mean you're winning. You can pick material and then your king is trapped, so you lose the game.
You lose the game.
And also, of course, there's a clock. If you overstep your time limit, you lose on time. So
how's the scoring done?
A win is 1 point. A draw is half a point each, and a loss is 0 points.
A loss is 0 points.
But in team events, like the National League, the team that wins gets 3 match points, just like in football. A draw, a point each, and of course a loss is 0 points.
So let's say if we were to throw a challenge between the two of you,
yes,
before the show ends,
yes,
who do you think will win?
I might win, but it might end in a draw.
Might end in a draw.
Yes, might end in a draw as well.
Of course, we are throwing that challenge to you. Yes. Of course, as they continue playing this, we want to get into some football. And the National Super League returns this afternoon. A couple of fixtures we have on the cards this afternoon when you talk about the National Super League. And we want to take a quick look at the fixtures for the National Super League. That is the NSL for Saturday, Sunday. And we'll be having one fixture on the card on Monday, and the Monday fixture is Bidco versus Nairobi Stima. Now we take a look at the fixtures that we have for this afternoon. When you talk about the National Super League, we have Ushuru will be taking on Migori Youth, Kenya Police will be taking on Fortune Sacco, St. Joseph Youth will be taking Shabana. Now remember, Ushuru missed out on the playoff. Remember, they played Nakumatt in the Kenya Premier League playoff and lost. And now this will be the third season where they will be seeking to get promotion into the Kenya Premier League. Now, we have a couple of fixtures that will be played tomorrow. Take a look at the Sunday fixtures. When you talk about the National Super League, Talanta FC will be taking on Eldoret Youth. Kangemi All-Stars will be out against Kibera Blackstars. And then Coast Stima will be taking on Thika United. Those are some of the fixtures of the National Super League. Modern Coast will be out against Green Commandos. Kisumu All-Stars will be battling Administration Police. And Nairobi City Stars will be out against Wazito FC. Now, remember, Talanta FC is one of the teams that is taking part in the action on NSL this afternoon. And yesterday, they held their annual dinner event where the best players from the team were awarded, and they are saying that this season their target is to finish in the top 5 in the National Super League.
Thank you so much. It provides a great opportunity for our young people to play their football and develop their talent. Very, very passionate about that. Another thing that is very excited about, and you both being chairman and you interact in other places that we may not be there. As you see right now, we only have the boys team. If this relationship could grow to also accommodate girls team, that would be fantastic in the development of football in this country. But even if it's not just a girls football team, even if it is in another sports discipline, if in volleyball, for example, in basketball, in whatever, and you put it under the management of the Kenya Academy of Sports, we shall be very happy to do that and manage that club on your behalf. And I'm very sure that definitely they will give you a good account of themselves and give the CA also the positive publicity that the Kenyans expect of a big national institution such as the CA.
In many ways, even in marriages, even in the current situation, divorces are very high. But our relationship with the Talanda is growing stronger and stronger, and we hope it will be lasting for longer. At CA, we must say that we are happy at the way you are utilizing the funds that we give you. We are proud that at least, we don't get any sort of specs in terms of utilization of the public fund.
We feel that 2018 was challenging, but we really managed to come up. We came up from, we cannot compare ourselves with 2017. And we've been very happy with the performance of the team. They've trained very, very hard. The boys have played very well. And we've been very happy so far with our performance.
The FC Talanta having their annual awards yesterday here in Nairobi. Now let's move away from FC Talanta awards. Let's come back to chess. And as you can see from Terrence's pose, things are not going right for him here. And remember, John is from the winning team, the team that won the league, that is Equity, and is also a player coach. So probably that's why he's causing Terrence some problems right here.
I've picked one pawn.
Yes.
But he seems to have gotten compensation. His pieces are more active. Yes.
They are more active now. Yes.
But anyway, that's beside the point.
Excuse me. So, as of course, as we continue with this, we are talking about the upcoming National Chess Championships. I mean, John, how many players are we going to have?
We expect over 200 players. This will be the largest, biggest national championship we've had in the 20-year history of the event. And it will be the 15th edition. Yeah, because there are some years that it did not take place.
Yes.
The defending men's champion will be Benjamin Magana of KCB. And the ladies will be Joyce Nyarwai of Technical University.
Yes.
And they're still actually the favorites to retain.
They are the favorites.
They're still the favorites.
Clear favorites.
But not clear, but they'll be having quite a big challenge from the other upcoming players. Yes, like we have Joseph Medhu, who's one of the upcoming players who played in the World Chess Olympiad. Yes, Mehul Gohil, and so on. In the ladies, we have Sasha, we have Lucy Wanjiru. So it's not going to be a walk in the park for them. And then, of course, also for the first time, we shall have prizes up to number 10. This has never happened.
To number 10.
Number 1 up to number 10.
Yes.
So this has never happened before. The main reason we did this is actually to encourage more participation of ladies. In the past, you'll find in a tournament we could have like 7 ladies and maybe there are 5 prizes. But now to encourage the numbers, we decided that we have 10 prizes for the men. The men's section, we normally call it the open section, meaning that if a lady plays as well as the men and actually wins number 1, she can actually be declared the champion, even though she's a lady.
Can she compete against the man?
She can actually play in the men's team. She can even play in the men's team in the World Chess Olympiad. Like in the Olympiad, for example, in team events, the men's team is called the Open. The ladies' team is called the ladies' team. Because if you have a lady who's as strong as the man, she can actually be fielded in the men's team. But you can't have a man playing in the ladies' team. You can't have a man playing
you can't have, the opposite is not. So, Terence, what's the prize, of the winner? How much will be they taking home?
We have, for the men, as Johnny put it in the open section, first prize is 100,000.
Yes.
Then 50,000
for the ladies.
For ladies.
That's number 2.
Number
1 for the ladies.
Number 1 for the ladies. We are trying to encourage them because you'll find like maybe we're expecting 20, 30 ladies. But with the influx of schools, the way we've spread chess, we are hoping to have a bigger number, maybe 50 or 60. If it so happens they come a lot of ladies, then we can actually increase the prize fund. Yeah. But for the breakdown, it's just 150 for men, 30, 20, keep breaking down, and then the last 6 to 10, they get 5,000 each. Yeah, and then the trophies.
Why do you think ladies shy away from the game?
A lot of issues. You see, when ladies reach men are slow growers. So when ladies are more interested in chess is when this between now and secondary. Then after that, they go into maybe matrimonial duties.
The interest
maybe
shift.
the interest shift.
Yes.
So, and that's when the men come into play. You know, we just launchers in the beginning, and then we start picking up as we grow older. So you find ladies shy off when they reach a certain age. Maybe after 26 years, you don't see any more ladies so much.
So basically, the number of ladies that you have, you know, taking part in these championships are young compared to the men.
Yes.
Most
In
of them
actual
are
sense,
college. Most of them are college.
we wouldn't pass 26, 25 years.
Yes.
25, 24 years, in fact, not even 25. Daphne's
Yeah, below 25.
25.
25.
Before 25,
Most of them are below
university
25. Yes.
Students. Yeah.
So, John, as a coach, as a player, we are talking about the national championships. You know, what type of you know, you've said that the men's champion, the women's champion are among the favorites to retain the title. But what type of, you know, competition do you anticipate, having in mind that you also sometimes play?
Yes. What happens is that players who are really going for the top prize need to have a structured training daily, maybe 3-4 hours, have a set of problems which become harder as the days go by, and that's how they mainly how their preparation will be, and they will go. We have something we called games, put up PGNs, games of players, which are in the internet. They're available for anyone to see.
Yes.
So players will go through their most likely opponents, how their games, how their style of play, and prepare accordingly to them. Their games are available. That's one way of how to prepare for your opponents. Yes.
So as we wind up, Terence, what do you have to tell Kenyans out there on what to expect on the 12th?
12th, this is going to be the most exciting national championships we'll have, because basically the prizes themselves, they are attractive enough. Now we want the numbers to match that. We've spread the word of chess. I think I've been in TV shows around 5-6 times. Johnny has been doing the same, all our executives. And we've been spreading the gospel through our regional coordinators of chess. So we expect the number to be huge. If we can get 200, 300 people, we are good. And then my message would be, if you can get corporates to come and sponsor chess, this is for the future of the country. We need people who can think. And chess is a thinking game. So basically, if you can invest in this, you know you're not going to lose out. So please make yourself presentable on 20th. We are welcoming everybody. As you said, there's the open section. We can start from 8 years up to 50, up to 60 years. If you can do it, come. It's only cost, entry fee is 1,200 to be a, 1,200 to be a member of Chess Kenya, and 1,500 to play in the tournament.
For juniors and ladies.
For juniors and ladies, it's 1,000 shillings. We are trying to make it more attractive for them. So basically, if they can come on board, we would, we'll show them. When they reach the ground, they'll find out it's a different ball altogether.
Yes, John?
On contacts, they can also reach us on our website, Chess Kenya website.
Yes.
We're also on Facebook. And also our Twitter handle is at Chess Kenya.
At Chess Kenya.
So